I don't think there will be any more international cricket from my point of view. Um, that last talk we had after the World Cup supposed to have a farewell game. It didn't happen. Now you have new president in place, so I don't see that happening. But just for me to just to make an announcement, but I haven't made that announcement as yet.
Do you wish to in the next year, or there's no need to do that?
No, I'll still play cricket. I'm playing leagues like this as well. I still play franchise cricket as well. Next month I play GT20 in Canada as well. So I'm still active playing cricket, but not so often. But when I get a chance, I do make myself available when I get a chance to play.
This year, obviously, great of the game. Played 100 Test matches, played 300 ODIs, so many T20s. What do you make of West Indies showing in the qualifiers? Does it upset you? Does it hurt you? What's the reason that they're struggling?
Yeah, it's upsetting. I've been a part of qualifiers before. When we won that, was it T20 World Cup? Was it 2012 or 2016? Which one? Which qualified was it? 2016. But it's sad to see we have to be in such a situation or in such a position now, especially when things haven't gone our way. Going into the next stage as well, the Super Six, without points. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough, and I'll be very, very disappointed. Not seeing West Indies in that World Cup here in India, but we just have to wait and see what happens in these upcoming games, and hopefully things change for the better for them.
You have played alongside Virat Kohli with RCB. He had been through a lean phase for a long time, and the way he reinvented himself in this IPL this season, can we say that we are going to see Virat Part 2 in this upcoming World Cup?
Well, not only for Virat, but for every player within their career, always go through these patches, and like I said, tough times don't last long, but tough players last longer, and Virat is one of those players who's mentally tough and physically as well. So I don't see any reason why you shouldn't go to this World Cup and dominate this World Cup. You have done it over the few years, and not only him, but other players looking to do just the same as well. And we as players, we always go through phases where things seems a bit dull, and we need that sort of positive energy around us to actually uplift ourselves. And then once we get back in that groove, we know how dangerous we can be when we are actually in the right space.
And despite having superstars like Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, India could not win a single ICC trophy in last decade. So do you think we can bring the jinx in this World Cup?
Well, I can't only speak for India, I speak for West Indies as well. We need a ICC trophy as well. Our last one was 2016, but like I said, India star-studded team as well. A lot of quality players, home advantage as well. So the pressure is always going to be there on them, and everybody have India's favorite as well. To actually win the World Cup, especially here in India.
Chris, getting back to West Indies cricket now, because so many players are playing T20 cricket, and it's not their fault. I mean, it's just that they're not paid well enough for international cricket. What is the solution, and why do you think the team is struggling in the qualifiers?
I can't tell you the solution, but over the years things have actually changed. The entire cricket, it's a big business now. A lot of money been thrown around, not from a T20 point of view, but international Test cricket as well. The bigger teams getting paid more than the lower, which is a disadvantage as well, and they play in the same cricket. So you just actually structure it so everybody can actually benefit and everybody can better from it as well. And for the disadvantage for the teams that are lower ranked, we need them to play more games so they can actually get a chance to develop their skills and their cricket as well, and try and take themselves to the top as well. So we need those infrastructure for the low advantage team, and we need those teams to be paid well, just like the big teams as well, because everybody's playing the same amount of cricket.
You think you should be incentivized for playing Test cricket? I mean, that's why more players would want to, back in the Caribbean, would want to play Test cricket and not just T20.
Absolutely, I think something we look at as well. I think the women will also fight for their rights as well. When it comes on to cricket and payment-wise. I'm sure they want to be up there, with what the men's are getting. From an international point of view, the women want to be paid properly as well. I know there's a league around the world, but sometimes territories restrict players to actually play in those leagues, so they won't be able to get that sort of funding they actually deserve. So if they don't want to allow them to play in that, from a women or a men point of view, pay them properly, so you actually can make the international side of things a bit better rather than a disadvantage where you have 2-3 teams pretty much just dominating, Test cricket, dominating ODI cricket. It doesn't make sense at all. That will kill the game.
This is what is happening. It's only India, England, and Australia in Test cricket.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's where I'm coming from. There's only 3 teams pretty much dominating in international cricket. So we need to uplift the grassroots, because if it continue like this, people gonna say, hey, we want to see a new team now, taking over. We want to see new talents taking over, make a name for themselves, but the same 3 teams all the time. It's always going to be a bit like, hey, I've seen this all. We know what we can predict what's going to happen. So you don't want a game to be like that.
And how do you predict the future of the ODI format, considering 3 formats is becoming almost impossible to play?
I can't tell you offhand right now what I can predict for the ODI's format. We just have to wait and see about this World Cup. Let's give this World Cup a chance and see how best they run this World Cup and how best they can actually add things or take things out from it as well. So we just have to wait and see how the World Cup goes, and then I think there will actually be changes if changes need to be made.
Coming back to the World Cup, ICC has announced the program a few days back, and there is a lot of buzz around India-Pakistan match on 15th of October. Can we say this is the biggest cricketing rivalry, bigger than England and Australia?
Always. India, Pakistan, always. Whenever those two teams play, especially in the World Cup as well, I'm sure the revenues they generate, it's humongous, and that pretty much one game can actually take care of the entire ICC. I think with that game as well, the Pakistan players and Indian players, they should demand a lot of money for those games, because those games are a high paid game, TV-wise I'm talking about. They should actually demand a lot more money for those games. But like I said, I don't control the board, I don't control ICC. But if I was in that position, I would want more, because they bring a lot more when it comes on to World Cup event. As you see, once a ticket goes on sale, always sold out. So wherever you put them, it's always going to sold out. India, Pakistan.
And your 4 semi-finalists in the end?
Oh, wow. You put me in a position there. India, Pakistan, England, and New Zealand.
And who will the most entertaining cricketer?
Chris Gayle.
Next universal.
I have no idea right now. Too many. Well, I don't think there will be any more international cricket from my point of view. That last talk we had after the World Cup, supposed to have a farewell game. It didn't happen. Now you have new president in place, so I don't see that happening. But just for me to just to make an announcement, but I haven't made that announcement as yet.
Do you wish to in the next year, or you don't need to do that?
No, I'll still play cricket. I'm playing leagues like this as well. I still play franchise cricket as well. Next month I play GT20 in Canada as well. So I'm still active playing cricket, but not so often, But when I get a chance, I do make myself available when I get a chance to play.
This year, obviously, great of the game, played 100.